what the haters talking about.
What's up, family? If you have not done so already, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. Also, smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. It should be noted, just because you like the video does not mean that you agree with the content. It just means that you're showing appreciation for me uploading the content and sharing the information. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you also support my campaign for Houston City Council District B. The election is November 5th. Early voting starts October 21st. If you are in Houston, you make sure you come out and support my kickoff campaign and fundraiser on the 27th of this month, September 27th at 6:30. It's going down at Team Extreme on the north side. You can click on the link in my description and you'll see how to get there. You can navigate there and get yourself a ticket and stuff and come out. Campaign party is going to be off the chain. Click on that link, williedfordistrictb.com, and it'll take you to the event. You dig what I'm saying? Now let's get into it. Fantasia is being dragged all over social media because she went on the Breakfast Club and told women this. Most women are trying to be a leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king in the house. Fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way. What y'all think? She got a point or not? Is she right? Should women submit? Or should men get out of the way and let women run it? Drop a comment. I need to know what you think about this. Now here's the deal about Fantasia. Fantasia has had a hard life. It's well documented. She's made some mistakes in her past. She says that she's done some heavy working on herself and she's finally in a good place. Now y'all know Fantasia has pretty much gone unblemished over the last few years because she has that reputation for being a down-home girl, just really real. She sings her heart out and she'll take off her shoes during a performance and she just talks real regular. You know what I'm saying? Just normal conversation, regular person, right? I was surprised they turned on her. It's like you can do 1,000 things right, and people can say, I love you, love you, love you. You say one thing that they disagree with, and you're canceled for life. Now, after the initial backlash, she took to Instagram and dropped this. A talk with the Taylors, the science of submission. Full video on IGTV stories. We aim to explain the art form of submission on behalf of both men and women in a healthy relationship. Know this, the man you see sitting with me speaking did not come packaged as this, but the journey of understanding and growth made room for us both to experience a balance of love that neither of us have seen or ever known until now. Okay, she's saying the dude didn't come packaged. So they're not fronting and acting like they had it together all the time. She said he didn't come packaged like this. She said we had a journey. It was a journey, which meant that there was some sacrifice involved. And they finally got there and they are happy and they are trying to share their recipe for a successful marriage with others. But some people just could not appreciate that honesty. One girl responded on Twitter saying that Fantasia is now giving advice about women submitting. Was she submitting when she messed around with that other woman's husband and had a baby by him. Here's the deal. People trip me out when they start going at somebody about their past, like their asses don't have a past. And it's almost like, well, I don't want to be judged on my past because I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm a different person, but you, like Dave Chappelle said in that Netflix comedy special, and I'm paraphrasing, but you, every mistake you've ever made in your life, I am going to dig it up and remind people of your mistake. I don't care how long ago it was. Question. If you saw someone come from around the corner, bleeding profusely, and they warned you, don't go around that corner, they're stabbing people. Would you take your silly ass around the corner and get stabbed too? Or would you go into the opposite direction? Some of y'all might just go around that corner. I mean, are you really going to stand there and protest and say, well, I'm not going to listen to him. He just went around the corner and got stabbed. Why is he trying to warn me about getting stabbed? He's not qualified to warn me. That trips me out. If someone has experience in something and they tell you, this is the path that I took. I made some mistakes, but this is how I corrected it. Why wouldn't you listen to that information? I think that some people just like doing stuff the hard way. Because y'all listen to people who are rich that used to be poor give advice all the time. I don't think I've ever heard anyone listen to a rich person give advice and say, I'm not going to listen to him. I'm not going to listen to her. He used to be poor. She used to be poor. Y'all know what this woman is saying. If you are a grown up, you have a past. You have made mistakes in your past that you're ashamed of. Hopefully, you have since corrected the behavior associated with that mistake. But don't sit here and act like you don't have a past. And don't sit here and act like you haven't made mistakes that you have warned others about. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all gotta, man, do yourself a favor, man. And when somebody gives you the truth, accept the truth for what it is. Even if it hurts, it's going to help. Ultimately, I agree with Fantasia. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a woman submitting to a man who can lead, provided that he can lead. The problem is that so many of these women out here pick the wrong dude to lead. And then they just go like, well, all of them are the same. Unless you dated all of the men in the world, then you can't say all men are the same. You can't go by the 3 or 4 that you dated, the 3 or 4 that you committed to, or the 10 or 20, whatever your number is, that you actually committed to and got into a relationship with. You can't judge all men based on a handful or just a few. You can't do that. You would be doing yourself a grave injustice. So, yeah, I agree with Fantasia. But ultimately, it's going to come down to what you feel, what you agree with, what makes you sleep good at night. So, do you agree with Fantasia, or does she have it all wrong? My final thoughts on this. One of the reasons why it's so difficult for women to allow a man to lead is because many women have been leading for so long, they can't see anybody else in that role. They've been conditioned to be the way they are. Another takeaway is this. Men brought this on themselves. Right or wrong, for the woman, men brought this on themselves because men have traditionally and historically abused that leadership role by being domineering, controlling, having a sense of entitlement. They lost their way and lost their position. So now we have disrupted the natural order of things. And all of us play a role in that now. So we're right now hustling backwards. It is very difficult when wearing shades at night to see the forest from the trees. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?